this week, we talked about which side will be hurt more by Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s third-party presidential bid. The answer was that it's close, but that it may actually be Donald Trump, who's more concerned than President Biden. And now it seems clear from the coverage in recent days that many on the right clearly view Kennedy as a threat, because after giving him some very friendly attention when he was running as a Democrat against President Biden, Fox News now appears to be singing a completely different tune about Kennedy, now that he's competing for the votes of Republicans as well as Democrats. Consider that back in July, Sean Hannity hosted a town hall with RFK Jr. before a very welcoming live audience, and the Fox News host's comments about Kennedy were glowing.
Many of his fellow Democrats and others in the media mob, make no mistake, they are right now furious with RFK Jr. They seem to loathe his stance on medical freedom and privacy. They are angry he does not toe the party line on the war in Ukraine and former President Donald Trump. They can't seem to stand that Robert Kennedy Jr. is a free thinker. We're not going to shut down Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He's running for president.
And Hannity invited Kennedy back on his show Tuesday. Except now he's no longer running as a Democrat, he's running as an independent. And this time around, the welcome was a little different.
I hope you don't mind, but I did a little research on you. You're pretty liberal. You called the NRA once a terror group. You've supported over the years Democrats, Gore, Kerry, Obama, Hillary. You've praised Bernie Sanders multiple times. You support affirmative action.
Do you want to talk about my position, Sean?
Yes, sir.
Do you want to read talking points from the Trump campaign?
Well, excuse me. These are not talking points. These are called Hannity points. I do my own research.
All of a sudden, he did his research? As if he didn't know Kennedy's positions when he had the town hall? Come on, Sean's too smart for that. The reality is that as the polling numbers come in, it sure seems like Kennedy is a threat to pull votes away from the Republican side. A brand new Fox News poll shows RFK with a stunning 16% of the vote in a hypothetical three-way race with Donald Trump and Joe Biden. That would be easily the highest third-party vote share since Ross Perot in '92. It would qualify him for the presidential debates. And it sure looks like he's getting many of those votes from the right. A recent Quinnipiac poll shows Kennedy has a 48% approval rating among Republicans, compared to just 14% among Democrats. Earlier this week on Fox and Friends, host Brian Kilmeade confronted Kennedy about that and warned the now independent candidate that he'd soon be in Donald Trump's crosshairs.
Look at the stats that shows you you have 48% approval with Republicans and you have about 14% approval with Democrats. So Donald Trump's going to look at you as a threat if he does, in fact, get the nomination. Are you ready for him to come after you?
And if Donald Trump comes after him, the right-leaning media will certainly follow. Back in July, Kilmeade was seemingly a big booster of Kennedy's on Fox News.
RFK Jr., he does his homework, he's extremely bright. Yeah. Can you believe we're at the day where Democrats could be calling a Kennedy disparaging names?
Democrats are disparaging Kennedy, but after a months-long free ride, now too are Republicans and the right-leaning media. Joining us now is Ellis Henican. He's been a columnist at Newsday for over 20 years, New York Times bestselling author, Pulitzer Prize-winning columnist, syndicated radio talk show host. Are we going to see a lot more of this coming from the right-leaning media?
Yes, know me by my enemies. That's exactly it. Watch who's attacking the guy, and then you can understand who's worried about him.
Yeah, and so you think that this is now going to be something that's going to happen more and more in the right-leaning media?
Well, what do you expect? I mean, if the single thing that people know about Kennedy, other than his last name, is that he's an anti-vaxxer, where do you think that lies in the American political conversation? Yes, once he's running as an independent in November, I think that Donald Trump has more to worry about than Joe Biden does.
And even though they say 48 and 14, right? Yeah. And that sounds like, oh, he's going to get a lot more from the Republicans. Just because he's got they like him doesn't mean they're going to vote for him over Trump with the 48. The 14, though, who like him, I think will vote for him over Biden.
Yeah, I understand that, and it's reasonable on the Trump side. I'm not so sure that the 14 ultimately will. Listen, we all have relatives we're embarrassed by, right? I mean, at least we do in the Henican family. I can't speak about your family. But, you know, and it's certainly true in the Kennedys.
Yeah.
And I think the message has become louder and clearer that this guy may have the K name, but he ain't okay.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.